No, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I went down to the library and said, "Is that you?" He said, "No, not today." It was a Wednesday, I think.
Oh, okay. This is the Franklin Township Public Library Board of Trustees meeting. I will call the meeting to order. We will start with a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I will call the roll. Agnes Kuldania, not here. Iris Kislin, not here. Tom Lennon, not here. Nicholas Champa, I'm here. Ed Ward, present. John Clyde, NBC,
Present.
and Mayor Kramer is currently not here. Okay. January Adams is also here, our director. Going to open up the meeting to any public comment. Seeing no comment from the public, we will close the public portion and discuss and possibly approve the minutes of our prior meeting. Is there anyone? We've all gotten a copy of the minutes.
Yes, we did.
Is there any discussion?
Oops.
Motion to approve the minutes
Yeah.
of the November meeting.
Okay.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. We will move on to the director's reports, January.
Do operations first. We had 1,450 people at 101 programs. And one of the programming highlights was the Latin Party Music Concert. And we now have 2 more additional museum passes. We have the Museum of Modern Art and the Guggenheim. And the winter reading programs are all going to begin on January 15th.
Thank you. Before, please note that the Mayor Kramer is now with us. Okay. January, would you like to continue with your
We could do the financial.
Yes.
If anybody has any questions or comments.
We've all looked it over, I assume, found it to be. Okay. Since there are no comments, we will place the financial records for audit, on file for audit. Are there any other reports you'd like to make?
No.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is the President's report. There's very little for me to report except that we had asked our Township Administrator, Bob Warnlocker, for some information regarding our requirement for financial assistance for the Lewis Street project. We want to know, we have not heard from him as to the timing of our obligation for that project.
We don't know the timing. We, the town,
Yeah.
doesn't
That's
quite
what-
yet know the time.
That's what I figured, but I just wanted
But he did give a cost estimate. I thought he CC'd you on that, did he not?
No, I did not receive anything on that.
All right, I'll search for it here. It'll take me a second. You can
Sure.
continue.
Second is over.
Pardon?
The second is over. He said a second.
Why don't you continue while I look? Oh, okay. So Vince wanted to make sure I got this information sooner than next week. Library annex footprint is 1,670 square feet. Is that,
It was 1,100 square feet.
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
bigger.
1,100 is what's in the
The
plan.
cost range the cost ranges represented earlier this year were 400 to 450 per square foot. So ballpark, I'm paraphrasing here, is basically 670,000 to 750,000. But I think the square footage here
Too
is
big, yeah.
Yeah.
higher than,
Yeah,
unless they changed the plan, and
Yeah.
I would have hoped they would have said, hey, we're making the library bigger. And that might be great, and we might want to pay them more, but that's what he sent back to me, so we need to speak
well,
to
that gives
him
us something
about
to
that.
start with.
Right,
Yeah, okay.
But do we want to find out if the square footage is right?
I
Well,
think we should.
Yeah,
We
we should,
sure-
we should,
certainly,
should know what we have.
And whatever it is, we probably just want to think $450 per square foot
$450
for
is-
planning purposes.
yeah.
Because I mean, while I said that in open session, I don't think this is going to be a haggle situation. They're going to figure out what the cost per square footage is, and
Well,
that's
we'll
what
have,
they're gonna
I'm
charge us.
sure we'll have many talks with them as to what degree of furniture and equipment, and there are a lot of details, but
Right.
we wanted to get something started, and so we have something started now.
Right.
And I thank you. Okay. Correspondent, okay. Going on to correspondence,
Communication.
with regard to our desire to build our own branch in the southern part of the town, I had asked the state library for information about a bond issue that had passed a year or so ago, and I got this response from them. And I think you all have it in front of you, and what it says is that
Spring 2019.
things aren't ready yet, applications aren't ready yet, there are some more approvals, but if we do want to proceed with the southern branch, we should be aware that there is some money available, or presumably available.
Is there a deadline, and do we have to have like shovel-ready projects?
Well, that's what I was asking, for any information about the application process, and you can see what she responded there, and
I don't think they know yet.
we don't know.
No, not
don't
before
know yet.
spring 19.
So, that's it for,
Let's see.
is there anyone else who has any correspondence to report?
Nope. I think I conveyed to you a little something about the school, Franklin Park School, or is that something you're going to be reporting on?
No, we'd like,
So you asked me to contact the superintendent about the possible availability of the land adjacent to Franklin Park School and owned by the school system.
yes.
And I had gotten it wrong. I thought you wanted the land west of the school and you wanted the land east of the school.
Oh,
And I looked at a map, and it turns out the land west of the school was wet
Yeah,
lands,
wetland.
but the land east of the school was dry lands. And the superintendent, he certainly didn't say yes, but what he said was he knows of no immediate reasons why to say no. In other words, this is something we should talk
Look at,
about.
yeah.
Yes.
And the school board president mentioned to me, you know, a library is always a positive thing. So they are open-minded about this.
Good.
And that sometime in early January, a small group of us should meet with them, a subquorum group of us should meet with them and start,
Negotiating.
stand in front of a map and point at things and.
I'd be happy to be part of that if.
Yeah, I would love to be there too.
And I think Tom Lennon might be valuable in that.
Yeah.
I did walk the land there. It is dry and high and dry. The only thing I can see is that a lot of trees have to come down.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the policy will be to plant trees elsewhere to make up for that.
Yeah. Speaking of Mr. Lennon, does he get the packets?
Yes.
Okay.
By mail.
Okay. Good.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
You're welcome.
Is there any other old business?
Oops.
Is there any new business?
Nope.
I just want to remind you all that the January meeting is when you elect your new officers. So you all should be thinking about that before you get to the meeting.
What's the
Yes.
platform?
Pardon?
What's the platform?
The library in every corner.
Right.
Are you
I'm
gonna,
just
are you
joking.
gonna lower my taxes?
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
No, this is New Jersey, Mayor. Okay.
What was that?
We try. If you don't try, you don't get anything.
Another bit of information, and I guess it would be new business, is that CD rates have gone up again, and now Investors Bank is offering 2.55%, 13-month CD. They are one of the banks that the state has identified as being has adequate reserves, so that even though a depositor might exceed the $250,000, which is FDIC insured, they're in good position to cover any losses. So we might be considering this for next meeting to see what,
Next year.
maybe move some more money from our 1% savings account to 2.55, or whatever it is next year. Is there anyone here who believes we have any reason to go into executive session?
No, sir.
Seeing none,
No reason.
we can confirm that our next meeting is January 23rd.
Yes, we can.
And I would like to request that the minutes of this meeting include all of the dates for the 2019 meeting.
2019.
I
The
think
2019 meeting schedule.
Yeah, it's true. I
Want it
don't think
again?
it appeared in the minutes.
you want the minutes.
I want it in the,
Okay,
I'd like it in the
okay.
minutes, yes. Yes, we do have it, and we did agree on it.
I think we had a change in the last.
Yeah, you
Yes, we
changed
did.
it to December, yeah.
One of the days we returned. Okay. It might be appropriate to reopen the public portion of the meeting in case there is any comment. There is still no comment.
Second.
I have no comment.
Okay.
Happy holidays.
She's speechless.
Okay.
Holiday season.
Well, I did not expect what I'm about to say. First of all, happy holidays to everybody, and second, motion to adjourn.
Good
I thought
idea,
this
good
was gonna be all
idea.
meeting.
Is
Good
there a
idea.
second to this motion?
No, definitely, everybody.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
This whole mic.
We are adjourned.